Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Heaven Holidays Catering. So tonight we have my infamous spaghetti and meatballs. Yay! Now I know I should have done a Thanksgiving little meal this week. However, I already made like a turkey. My video is up there, so go check that out. But you know, a lot of my Italian friends, that's what they're going to eat. They're going to eat spaghetti and meatballs, and I say, why do we have to stick to the tradition of turkey, mac and cheese, collard greens, stuffing? Why? Why can't we add something else to the arsenal, right? So, pretty much, spaghetti is very boring. Spaghetti and meatballs is totally boring. We add some sugar, some salt, some pepper, and voila, we have spaghetti. As you can see from my table here, I use a lot of stuff. So, I try to keep it fresh as possible, right? I don't use jarred tomato sauce. That's a no-no. So basically what I use, organic diced tomatoes. I'm gonna throw this away as I'm doing this. Crushed, oh there we go, crushed tomatoes. We have fire roasted tomatoes. Did I say potatoes or tomatoes?
You said tomatoes.
Okay. We have red wine, vinegar. Now usually, sometimes I'll use like the actual red wine, but I try to keep it as simplistic to where, you know, at least people will have the ingredients in their house and they're not like shopping around for a bunch of different things. That goes for my basil and my fresh basil and my fresh parsley as well. We have red hot. Yes, I throw that in my tomato sauce, guys. We have parsley. We have, you know my favorite, coarse sea salt. We have onion powder, my Italian seasoning, ground black pepper, cayenne.
That sounds like a name. That sounds like a name.
Cayenne pepper, garlic salt, Parmesan cheese that's been aging for 10 months. The longer it ages, the better it tastes, apparently. Olive oil. We're going to do some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Well, I already did it. Just wanted to show you. And tagliatelle. Now, guys, let me tell you something. So, I had to go on Google and look up how to pronounce this pasta, right? I use it all the time, but I never really looked at the name. But pretty much this is garden herb pasta. It's not your original pasta. There's some good stuff here. So that's what we'll be using. And we're going to throw that in just a second. If you come over here, I got my meatballs frying up a little something something. And the reason why I do this is to get as much grease out of it as possible before I add it into my tomato sauce. Otherwise, all the oil is going to rise to the top, and pretty much you're going to be spooning out oil, or you're going to have some terrible indigestion, one or the other. So it's time to turn these bad boys. I already have some in there, and this is the color we're going for. Can you see? Can you see? Good. We're going to flip those over. Like I said, we're trying to get as much grease out as possible. So, what did I put in my meatballs? We're going to start with, I chopped up some onion. I chopped up a half an onion. I threw that in there. I threw the remaining amount of onion into my spaghetti sauce the same way that I did for last week's episode of Knock That Sucker Out Soup, except for it was a half an onion. I added these sweet, lovely babies over here, non-GMO. These sweet, pretty peppers over here. I added 1 egg. And I would say about a half a cup of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Got it? Good. So I know there's like an argument as to whether or not people put sugar in their spaghetti. I do. Sometimes I put honey. Sometimes I put brown sugar. Sometimes I use this right here. Stevia. Calorie-free sweetener. Now, let me just educate you a little bit on the calorie-free sweeteners. Calorie-free sweeteners like sucralose, that's like the sweet and low and stuff of that nature. Hold on one second. Can't hear me again?
Hear you.
Okay.
It is the whole.
Hold on one second, guys. What's going on?
It's her. He's saying the whole face is not in there. The whole face is.
Now it is.
It's been.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Moving back to my calorie-free sweetener, guys. Okay. So we have sucralose, aspartame. That's pretty much the sweet and low. And I forget the other one. It comes in, it's a yellow and blue packet. This one is the best one. It's derived straight from the plant. The other ones, your body cannot digest them. And they were originally created for those with diabetes. So this way they can have some sweet stuff and, you know, not become affected by it. However, as time went along and studies started going along, they realized that your body actually cannot digest them, and actually you gain weight from using those. So if you want to use something that's not considered sugar in a totally different sweetener, this is Stevia. It comes in a liquid form like honey, and it comes like this. And I like this one better because you can actually measure it out the same way that you measure out regular sugar. So tip of the day. So now I'm going to throw these bad boys right here, these meatballs. I'm going to throw these what else? I said 1 egg, breadcrumbs. Oh, and I season it with all this goodness right here. You season the taste, guys. Now I'm going to throw these marvelous darlings up in the sauce. And then I'm going to throw my pasta in. Now, you don't want to throw your meatballs on top of one another. You want to try to get some room up in there so they can cook evenly. And one reason why I started my sauce a little bit early is because I actually started an hour early. So all those flavors, like once you throw the seasoning in and stuff like that, you don't want to serve it immediately because you have to get all those flavors in there. They have to come together. They have to sing. They have to be like one band to give you that extraordinary taste that you need. Now, what's in my spaghetti sauce? Red wine vinegar. All of the seasonings that I introduced to you earlier. Once the meatballs get done a little bit more, I'm going to throw some Parmesan cheese in there and then on top. What else do we have? Let me throw this pasta in before I sit here and have to talk to you guys all night long. And we won't have any spaghetti and meatballs to show. Oh, pasta water. You want to add some oil. And you want to add enough salt to where it tastes like seawater. If you guys do not season your pasta water appropriately, it's going to be bland. And so you're going to get all the great flavors from your sauce, but you're going to have bland noodles. We don't do bland up in here, right? Right. Okay. So now you're going to stir your pasta noodles around. So this way they don't stick together. And when you pull it out of the water, they're like just chunks of noodles. That will not be cool. Alright. So I'm going to show you what you guys what the sauce should look like. Because now you have all these chunky tomatoes. You have this fire roasted tomatoes. You have just chunks of goodness on top of a great, and this smells on top of a great sauce, and it just smells amazing. I'm gonna show you, give you a little look into what this sauce should look like. I'm coming closer. I want you guys to see it. You got it? Can you see it for real? Do you want to lick it off the plate, child? Spill it! There we go. Now, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. I made sure I pulled out a little plate just so I could do that for you guys, because I know we've been having a little bit of technical difficulties as far as being able to see the food. And another thing, I have my laptop now. I decided to put it here just in case I have comments and questions, and hopefully I'll be able to see it here. Okay. I guess it says the stream is offline because I'm kind of live right now. Guess that's how this works. All right, boom, garlic bread. I have my regular French bread. No, it's Italian bread, I'm sorry. And to cut the bread, I use the bread knife. The bread knife is the one that has all the ridges. Never knew that growing up. I was wondering why it used to tear up the meat the way that it did, but now I know. It's a bread knife. So the way, oh, I have to put that in my trash over here. So I make my garlic bread from scratch. I don't buy it frozen because there's nothing fun about that and or healthy. They come with a lot of preservatives. So, get my little pan, which I already have hot. Oh, I told them I put hot sauce, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, just making sure. There's a lot of ingredients, so I'm just trying to make sure I tell you guys everything that needs to go in there. So pretty much what I'll do, I'll just lay them flat on to the hot pan. As a matter of fact, I'll just do it here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. That's a big piece. Okay. First thing, I add olive oil. Can you see, Monty? Are you close enough? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I basically just swirl the olive oil on here like this. Come on. And then I season it. I throw a little bit of salt. One thing about coarse sea salt, it goes everywhere. Do a little bit of pepper. And then normally it's garlic powder, but I have the salt right now. Just a little. And then I just throw it on top of the pan, flat. Get as many of these bad boys on here as I can. Oops, I forgot my Italian seasoning, guys. Oh, yes it is. That hot. Lies I told. Italian seasoning. And it's time for me to buy some more. And then you're going to throw this in here. If you don't have one of these, I use this on toast. So it gives it a perfect even, crustiness. But if you're going to throw it in your regular oven, all you got to do is throw it on boil. And then flip it over after maybe 2 minutes. And it should be nice and crispy. Got that goodness. So as you can see, I got my voice back. I still have a little cough. But I'm not sick or anything. Just have a cough and it's just annoying, honestly. So let's stir up our noodles. Now these noodles should only take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. And I don't add my pasta to my sauce. I keep it separate. And you want to make it just a little bit al dente. So while we wait for that, how was your day today? I had a little crazy day. Have you guys ever been to the mechanic? You're going just for an oil change, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go get my car. I'm just gonna get this oil change. How many times have you walked out of the mechanic shop paying way more than the oil change price? Because now you gotta fix a whole bunch of other stuff on your car that you can't go without fixing. Otherwise, you're gonna break down and or not take preventative measures. So this way, you're not paying more money in the long run. That was my day. Yes. I thought I was going to be in there for maybe 45 minutes tops. Let's say 3.5 hours. How about that? Jason said that I need therapy because I was literally jumping out of my skin sitting there so long. I'm like, I have so many things I have to get done today. I can't believe I'm just sitting here and sitting here and sitting here. So I hope you guys had a better day than I did. I forgot to tell you guys also, you want to add some lemon, little fresh squeezed lemon juice into your sauce. It's going to give it a little tang. Just say tang. Yes, it's going to give it a nice little tang. So, yes. Let's check on this garlic bread and see what it's doing. It's getting nice and brown. It's going to be nice and crispy. And our pasta should be almost done. Let's check this and make sure nothing. Let's clean this up. So guys, definitely make sure, yet again, to make sure you leave your comments. And if you would like to see me make something, please shout me out. Let me know. And I will do the best that I can to do it. Now I done forgot about the trash can on the other side. And I'm so used to the other one. I'm going to throw this one in here. Just so I get done. Alright, let's check on this pasta. It smells so good. So I think the pasta's been in there long enough, and I'm going to drain it. Let me get my colander. Alright, be right back, guys. I have my little bowl in there from the meatballs. Had to turn that upside down real quick so I can get these out of here. Now guys, be careful because steam will burn ya. Some people think that the hot water just takes you out. Nope, that steam is lethal. So now what you want to do is make sure that you oil it immediately so they don't stick together. Just throw that oil on top and then you mix it up. There. Just twirl it. This is going to be delicious. Yes. Alright, and now it's time to serve it up. Serve it up, serve it up. Where's my beautiful bowl? There we go. Our garlic bread should just be just about done. we go. Can you see how gorgeous that is? You got a clear picture? Okay. Time to get some meatballs on there. They're floating so beautifully. So first I like to dish up a lot of those good old chunky tomatoes. And guys, you want to make sure that you stir your spaghetti sauce, often, so it won't stick to the bottom. And then it's going to have like a burnt taste to it, which is not ideal. And these meatballs are humongous. Nothing like a good old meatball. Clean up the side of the plate. Turn this baby down. Put my plate back on top. Now let's get that garlic bread. Ooh, nice and crispy. So now what I do, I just add a little bit of room temperature butter to the bread. Just a little. You hear that? Yes, that is called goodness. You just do that to all of them. I'm going to do all of them now because it's hot. And if you don't do it while it's hot and nice and crispy, it's not going to work out too well. So let's just add that. And oh, so beautiful, and it smells amazing. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you guys can actually get a close-up. Got it? Mm-hmm. Hope you guys make this recipe. And be sure, once again, to leave your comments and let me know how it tastes. Now, mind you, you don't have to use the same pasta that I use. You can use regular pasta. Just be sure to season your water. Make your water taste like seawater, like when you're at the beach and that gush of water gets into your mouth and everything burns, your nose, your ears. You want it to taste salty like that. Once you get it out, once you drain the water, it's not going to be as salty. It's only going to enhance the flavors of the meal that you have prepared. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. Next week is Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if I'll be coming live from maybe a vacation or if I'm going to actually make a spread for you guys. It's not going to be a cooking show. It's going to be from my family to yours. So I do hope that you guys enjoy your holiday, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, guys.